It's not gonna work. Look now. Oh my god.
Arduous from the standpoint of the details, and getting the details correct is so important to the enthusiast, so that when they get in the car, it feels just like a 1952 racing Ferrari is supposed to feel. And Ferrari got it right with this car.
We always tend to think that the last great lost and found Ferrari supercar story has happened. But no, here's another one. Chassis 0202A has been found, it has been restored by Maranello, brought back meticulously to how it was made in 1952 when it was raced.
TFC mentioned at this 1952 Ferrari 340 America. Yeah, we know the history of this car pretty much, and the restoration is impeccable. But as a former employee of Ferrari, what do you think of when you see this?
It's difficult when you look at this car to say this is perfection from Maranello. I believe that this is as close to perfection as I've ever seen in any restoration of Ferrari. When you go to Maranello, to the Classique section, when you take a car back to them, and I've been very fortunate to see this, there are handwritten journals by the engineers and the mechanics right back from the 40s, 50s and 60s stored at Maranello. So when you go to restore a car of this quality, the mechanics and engineers today can go back and look at the handwritten notes from the 1952 race at Le Mans to see exactly what suspension settings are on the car, what gear ratios are in the car, how the differentials are built, etc., etc. It's absolutely remarkable, the attention to detail that these guys can do. One other thing I'll just point out to you, Bill, when you look at the rondelle on the car and also the numbers on the side of the car and on the bonnet, they should look like they are hand-painted. They were hand-painted, but to get that correct is what makes the difference between a fabulous restoration and an absolutely unbelievable restoration from Maranello.
Oh boy, and a car that finished fifth after 24 hours in Le Mans as well.
Absolutely fantastic.
Dean, we have more. It was a mother here in Monterey, but let's go back to Scott.
Okay, so thank you very much. What a car. On the block as we speak right now, Porsche 914 from 1975, just sold for $18,000.
Yeah, at the time this was your entry-level Porsche, they are really starting to bounce back in a big way. That one just sold for $18,000.
We saw a motorcycle Ducati power, Alex Ford Ducati, free racer.
Yeah, that's exactly what this was. Probably, I would guess, racing in Europe. Back when I cylinder, four-speed manual transmission, about 100 miles per hour. Good performance for back to that era. You got to get hunkered down real low. You got to lay that motorcycle down on its side.
Notice how far they moved those foot pegs back.
Right.
Over as far as you want, and it kind of forces you into the physical position as the rider that you were talking about just a moment ago. That's where that speed comes from. Okay, here is a 1960 125 Sport.
Well, yeah, this one is cool because this actually still, yeah, this is certainly the heritage of the power plant comes from their participation in motorcycle road racing. And this is a doll. If you think it looks like a beautiful restored motorcycle, yeah, we're not true. 100% original with the odometer showing 120 22 kilometers. That's about 75 miles. Wow. Crazy cool. 10 horsepower, 125 cc's, 4-stroke, 4-speed manual transmission. Very few remain today.
And you gotta wonder what the story is or what the backstory is on this bike, because it was discovered, about a decade ago in the original owner's barn or garage where it had been sitting for 50 years. So he must have had maybe he was not a mechanic, he had like a spark plug wire go out, and it sat there for half a century and he just didn't know what to do. So it never got written. I just don't know what the story is.
Yeah, and he apparently wrapped it in shrink wrap because it looks perfect.
It does.
Being that old.
Reserves off, $12,000.
Wow.
Some of the decals had just faded over time, and then some of the decals have been replaced.
Okay.
But that's it. Other than that, all original.
Wow. Crazy. Well, let's stay in the Ducati family and move up a model year and some engine size as well at a 61 175 TS.
Yeah, so we take our displacement from 125 cc's to 175. Horsepower goes from 10 to 12. It's still a 4-speed, and this is a street bike. Small displacement street bike. This was about the early 60s, about the time period where Honda Motor Company in particular, particularly with 4-stroke engines, really started to come in and dominate the market, and that definitely is true in the U.S. Europeans held off a little bit longer on embracing that because they had their own brands they were refining and embracing.
Well, they say this bike has a top speed of 68 miles an hour, and I'm going to tell you that is downhill with a tailwind while being towed by an Indy car, because I've got a Honda CB200T that has 17 horsepower, and it hits about 58, and that's it.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's not what these bikes were made for. These were short distance, urban and suburban runabouts, and for that they were absolutely perfect, light, comfortable, easy to use, and economical.
All right, so after the run of Ducatis here, we go to a 1965 Ford Mustang.
Well, check this out.
Tell me the story, Uncle John.
Well, the white top, the turquoise paint, so cool, lightly modified Seco 289. Originally, that would have been the 200 horsepower 289, the 2-barrel version equipped. That's been hopped up just a little bit. It is an automatic, but it's that color combination, that white top with that tropical turquoise paint, just screams mid-1960s. Black interior kind of subdues things just a little bit, and there's nothing wrong with that. Console was optional, extra cost. You know, Mustang, when it debuted April 1964 as a 1965 Mustang, sales immediately started going off the charts, and Ford went to work getting manufacturing facilities set up to build Mustangs to great locales. This particular one came out of the San Jose, California plant.
This, the restoration on this is magnificent. They even got the location of the seams and the overlap on the white vinyl seams. It's just perfect.
Nice. Sold for $17,000.
I can argue with that. Here's the no reserve 1970 VW.
Mango orange with white wall tires. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Recently restored. 1600cc flat air-cooled 4 has been a familiar story. Somewhat modified. Twin carburetors, extra chrome. The degree wheel on the crankshaft balancer. All really cool stuff, easily available. 4-speed transmission. Well, the Volkswagen Beetle now out of production, but it will be around forever.
Oh, no question.
Not going anywhere.
No question about it.
Hammered for $16,000.
And behind the VW, we have a 1948 Ford Anglia Street Rod. JK?
I'm sure, like a lot of these hot rod Anglia is inspired by drag racers. Said, you know what, we're the lightest body style possible. We're going to fit the biggest engine we can, and we're going to go drag racing. This is a street car. The original four-cylinder engine is long gone. That is a 383 cubic inch Chevrolet small block, what we refer to as a stroker engine, with a supercharger with twin 650 CFM cars. The graphics and that gray interior tells me this was probably built back in maybe the 1980s, maybe the early 90s. But that custom paint that I'm sure was applied quite a few years ago sure held up well, Bill. And I think bang for the buck, performance for the buck, 30 grand, takes the cake there.
Oh, this is great. Definitely do that. Yeah, the Anglia, the old Topolinos, the Rosses, little imported cars like that were the bread and butter for the drag races back in the day, because you go to a salvage yard and get them for practically nothing.
All right, moving on. We heard 30,000 is the price for that one. And 1969 Corvette has arrived. This yellow-black convertible, second model year of the C3.
And in a lot of people's minds, guys, the 69 is kind of maybe one of the favorite of all of the C3 runs. Optional, 390 horsepower, 427. And if that sounds familiar, that 67 Corvette we sold just a little bit ago had that same power plant, the L36. 4-speed manual transmission. Don't see air conditioning in there. But why do you need air conditioning on a convertible, right?
Why not? Reserve is off.
Well, you have a big block Corvette, and it's hot out, and it's raining, and the top is up, and you will be like an oven stuffer roaster if you don't have air conditioning.
Bid at 45.
44. 45. 45.
Well, a
44.
little reset on the bid here. And they're 44 now. Reserve still off.
Boy, that yellow sure makes those lines on that C3 just pop.
Yeah, Corvettes have had some really great yellow colors over the years.
Yes, they have. Daytona yellow here.
Very much so.
Always moving forward. Movado SE.
Hey, drinks tonight?
Grizzly?
So many options.
It's like the world's largest liquor store.
Ding dong, Grizzly.
Beer, wine, and spirits delivered in under 60 minutes. Get $5 off with promo code DRIZ. That's really cool.
Wow.
This is awesome. What we got here is the Weekender box.
It's a cocktail aging kit. I think that's really, really cool.
Drop point blade with 256 layers of forged steel. That's nuts.
I just love that every time we open the box around the Bespoke, we're most likely getting something from small brand.
Bespoke Post sends you awesome boxes every month, and I love it.
Head to BespokePost.com and get a free gift with your first box when you enter code FREE. Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds, owner of Mint Mobile. It's the holidays, and the big wireless companies are busy spending billions on advertising. At Mint, we're not into wasting money, so we bought this spiffy stock footage for $500. Our footage also came with another hand, so we can let you know if you switch to Mint, you'll get 3 months free on all of our plans, even unlimited. Feels like that deserves an exclamation point. Whoa, easy. Easy.
In that moment, I was just thinking about what I could do to get to that line.
Jesse Diggins to the line! A landmark moment that will be etched in history!
When Keegan jumped on top of me, it was saw her teammates right next to the finish line. That was a really emotional moment for me. I remember thinking, this podium's too small. It should be more than just the two of us up here.
We found a movement because we believe you shouldn't have to choose between a great watch and a fair price. Our watches are uniquely designed, in-house, clean, modern watches, crafted with top-tier materials. Join the movement now at mvmt.com.
What does the future of strength look like? It's a personal trainer that assesses your strength and adds weight as you progress. It's dynamic weight that adjusts for you in real time for a more efficient workout. Come on! And it's a roster of coaches that motivates you to get stronger, faster. The future is strength you can feel and results you can see, and you can only experience it on Tonal.
Introducing the all-new one-wheel GT and Pine X. GT, built with more power to crush new terrain. Pine X, poised to range to take on the city. 2 new boards to make everywhere epic. Get riding today at onewheel.com.
Welcome back to Monterey. We are just off the 18th fairway with a big tent set up normally where the tennis courts are here at the Del Monte Golf Course. And the guys from 303 hitting this AAR CUDA with some speed detailer, spray wax, all it needs to keep your car looking its best. You can find more at 303beacon.com. I'll correct myself on that here in a minute, but first, a 96 Maserati Ghibli 2 is bidding at $30,000.
2.8-liter twin turbocharged V6 with an automatic transmission. Very, very rare and really looking good once again in a particularly attractive shady yellow with those blacked out wheels and red calipers, a big fin. It looks a lot more contemporary than 1996.
I think that's the first one we've had. I don't recall. We've had a bi-turbo.
We've had the bi-turbos, yeah.
10 years earlier.
Yep, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Well, in the 1996 model years, there were only 50 built, 50.
Oh, that's something.
And that's for the world market, by the way.
Okay, now, 1970 Barracuda. At first glance, very quickly, JK, you see those stroke stripes, you think AR CUDA right away. Well, the light hit it just right, and I didn't see that it's a Hemi CUDA sticker on Barracuda. It's a replica. It's a AR CUDA.
And it's a convertible.
Yeah.
Tells you, wait a minute.
Exactly.
They didn't make an AR convertible that looks like they got the correct hood, the fiberglass hood, but you gotta love what they've done right there. 472 cubic inches of Mopar Performance Hemi power, 576 horsepower. That beefy A833 4-speed manual with that pistol grip shifter in there.
They've got the right side exhaust coming out just ahead of the rear tires.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
everything.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That 426 Hemi AR CUDA laser stripe is really, really cool.
I think the Clone Ranger would recuse himself from trying to write this. There's just too many different vibes going on at the same time here.
That is pretty cool. Wonder what engine it started its life with, John.
Probably a 318.
Yeah,
that would be my guess. But
me too.
Yeah.
Anyway, very cool. Well done. Let's now check out from 2017 a Porsche Macan GTS, the crossover or SUV entry for the guys from Stuttgart.
Right, and this was their, and again, it's just a thing as a little Porsche, their entry level crossover SUV. This one, the GTS, has got the hot twin turbo 3-liter V6 automatic transmission. Of course, these are all-wheel drive. navigation system, sunroof, lots of options. Those are 21-inch wheels on there.
I gotta tell you, I have seen more of these in daily driving on the roadways. Yeah, I do. They're sports cars.
Yeah. You're going to see a bunch of them out here in Monterey.
Yes, that's right.
Well, high bid for this 2017 Macan, $48,000. Gives us a moment to pause and catch our breath. We will continue shortly.
Germs invade through your nose, the body's air filter. But how do you clean it? Navage uses powered suction to help flush out congestion, allergens, mucus, and viruses. Millions use drug-free Navage to breathe better and feel healthier. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
At Fingerhut, we don't define you by your credit score, so we offer low monthly payments on things you need and brands you trust as you build your credit history with a Fingerhut credit account. You do you at Fingerhut.com.
Fingerhut credit accounts are issued by WebBank under FDIC.
I'm not ready to lose my hair. Not now. But I never thought there was a real solution. Now I use Keeps, the easiest way to keep my hair. And I can get my treatment without leaving the couch. Go to Keeps.com to learn more.
Made with love. Made with love. Made with love. Made with love.
I've been dealing with a food pusher.
Noom Weight uses psychology to help you understand your habits, change them, and realize that when it comes to losing weight, whoa, it's psychological. Sign up now and lose weight for good at Noom.com.
Nothing but more sweat on Scrooge's head. And the workouts on his Peloton tread. Scrooge had never exercised more devout. When your workouts are joy, it's a joy to work out. Pressure points on your bed can cause aches and stiffness, especially in your shoulders and hips, ruining your quality of sleep. But not anymore. Introducing the premium mattress topper by Dormeo, the world's most comfortable mattress topper. Only Dormeo features patented pressure point relief technology, an 8-sided foam spring that delivers the support of the metal spring, but with the comfort and flexibility of foam. Each octaspring moves in 3 dimensions, evenly distributing your body weight and reducing pressure points. Plus, 3 smart zones have different muscle firms tailored to properly support your shoulders and hips. And octasprings are 8 times more breathable than every foam. So don't wake up hot. Get support for your shoulders and hips and comfort to improve the quality of your sleep. Upgrade to a luxurious back pocket new mattress. You'll sleep comfortably and save money. Head to Dormeo.com now to find out how you can get a better night's sleep. That's Dormeo.com. And Easy Talk presents 2 explosive offenses. 2 thunderous defenses. When the Browns meet the Ravens in this must-win divisional matchup. Away we go. Premier Plus. Because there will be fireworks. Ravens. Sunday Night Football on NBC and Peacock. Welcome back to Monterey as we head outside our building to the Alfa Romeo booth with the Giulia and the Giulia Quadrifoglio models, which are here, represent the corporate slash group umbrella, which includes Dodge and Jeep and Fiat. After that merger last year between Peugeot and FCA. And we are glad to see the Alphas here today. Well represented, JK.
Well, what they've done, Scott, what this brand has, Alfa Romeo, is a almost irresistible blend of Italian style and performance and practicality on these really nice 4-door sedans. Just, boy, the paint is stunning. They really look good out. The sunlight, I was out there earlier checking them out.
Yep, and you heard me say Quadrifoglio, and you saw maybe the 4-leaf clover badging on that particular car, the red one. That's what it means in Italian. And a couple of fine examples out there in the Alfa booth. Glad to have them on site here in Monterey. All right, let's go back in under the tent and check out another 2-wheel performer. This is a Ducati Ducati 250 Mark III from 1963, and the reserve is off.
Well, again, another race cycle was only with a potent power plant. That overhead cam, particularly their single cylinder, 250cc engine, putting out about 30 horsepower. They've got that engine really refined, well 100 miles per hour. And you see a number plate on the headlight there. This is a street model.
That's what I was getting at.
That number plate, yeah.
That headlight was hiding behind that number plate.
Yeah, and it's got a taillight on the rear fender as well.
Yeah, okay.
Some of these bikes are really pretty affordable, and if you go back to these classics, you can buy them at a reasonable price. Get one like this, and you'll notice it has a center stand, and it makes a fantastic display piece. For instance, Sopwith Motorsports office, my office for our little tow company. We've got a small bike that we're bringing in. It's a great conversation piece. It's a great decoration. You let it sit there for a few years. When you want to rotate it out, you don't have any more miles on it, you bring it back to Meekin, you probably make yourself some money.
They do not take up a lot of space. They are fun to collect.
Here's a 1966 250 Mach 1, also from Ducati.
And this would be a similar motorcycle, just 3 years newer. Once again, that 250cc overhead cam single. That is not pristine original condition. This has been restored to as authentic as they could possibly get it. There were less than 100 of these built, and slightly less than half of those were imported into the U.S. So motorcycle enthusiasts, don't feel bad if you don't call it seeing one of those going down the street. They're rare.
You know, 30 horsepower bike was very respectable in 1966. You really didn't see the mad horsepower explosion that we know of today in bikes where they're pushing 200 horsepower and all kinds of insane things. That really didn't come along until the 1970s.
Okay, JK, that's a 250 Mach 1. The next one from 1966 is a 250 Mark 3. The difference is
they're just subtle trim differences from the same engine. That 250cc air-cooled single, 5-speed transmission that allows you to keep the RPM up the sweet spot of the power band. I wish they'd fire one up because they have a booming exhaust for a lot of that megaphone style exhaust.
Well, I was going to say the other one has twin exhausts, right? This one only just one.
Yes, but both single cylinders.
Yeah, the thumpers have their own unique sound. They're really, really
$13,000 buys that 66 Mark III. And next up is a 1965 Honda. This is a CR110.
And this was Honda's entry into the very serious, primarily Europe, ultra small displacement 50cc road racing classes with a tremendous amount of development to that engine. You can see how sophisticated that cylinder head looks. And that's intentional. That's dual overhead cams to supply the air-fuel mixture to a tiny little 50cc engine. It almost looks like, guess what? It was massively successful, and it sent the message to the Europeans from a racing standpoint that we're coming. Yep, we are coming. We're not backing off the throttle.
Well, I'll tell you, if you look at these last 4 bikes, I'm going to make a package here for people that love motorcycles. If you're a car guy, you could have had the last 4 bikes for roughly the price of a high-end 396 Chevelle. Okay? And for all, take them home, rotated them through your collection, and really had something to be proud of. Look at some of these little bikes. I mean, you can bring it into the front. There's no question.
Money now, 16 grand.
Well, look at the money that this was bringing. $15 $69,000.
This makes more like an analogy.
Yeah.
No, you're totally spot on in regards to those vintage Scotties. The CR110 is a different dynamic. Congratulations!
That surprise you, JK, 60 grand for that little bike?
The smallest displacement motorcycle that we have sold has brought the most money.
Yes.
No, not surprised though. Yeah. Legendary motorcycle right there.
Is it ever? $60,000. Okay, back to four wheels for a little while. 1988 Camaro convertible has arrived.
And this one's going to be a fun one to watch because this presents itself really well. And we've seen the GM F-bodies of this time period, both the Firebird and the Camaro and their variants, if they're presented well, starting to really jump up in value. Now, it's the little 305 cubic inch V8 with an automatic transmission. I see power windows in there. I see tilt wheel. AM/FM with cassette from the factory. So 20,000, and the seller says not enough.
I have a very special announcement to make as we look at the Chevy Camaro.
Okay.
In light of what Ford and Mopar is doing, bringing back old nameplates, General Motors will bring back the El Camino nameplate. Don't ask me why I'm saying it. I just told you.
Okay.
Scrooge was the grumpiest man in town. Until a Peloton bike upgraded his frown. Was Scrooge a new man? Without doubt. When your workout's a joy, it's a joy to work out.
Cover it up. That's what I did when I started losing my hair. Then I realized I could actually do something. Now I use Keeps, the easiest way to keep my hair. And it only costs $1 a day, which means no more covering up. Get started at Keeps.com.
You know it's coming. Snow. And this winter, when you find yourself looking at this, don't do this or this. Now, there's a much better way. When it comes to snow, go with Snow Gel, the #1 brand of cordless